Outwitting the devil. The devil is an acronym that I created. Displaying energy violently, intentionally, and lawlessly. The devil can be anybody. It doesn't matter your color. It doesn't matter the color of your skin. It doesn't matter your sexuality, your political affiliations, your religious beliefs. It doesn't matter. Displaying energy violently, intentionally, and lawlessly can be anybody. It can be an Asian person, an African person, an African American, a Black American, a white American, a European. It doesn't matter. A Native American, an Australian, an Eskimo, an extraterrestrial. Anyone who portrays behaviors or display energy violently, intentionally, and lawlessly is living up to the personality of a devil. Now, you don't have to take my definition for face value, but that's my definition. It is not some entity far away or in some spiritual realm creating havoc here on the planet. No, none of that. The devil can be you or me. Whichever personality you feed, you become. Garbage in, garbage out. I keep saying that because a lot of times people try to blame the devil instead of looking within themselves and asking themselves those hard questions. Why am I this way? Why can't I control my emotions? So displaying energies or emotions violently, intentionally, and lawlessly is a devil, and anyone can become that. Anyone can be that. Anyone can portray those type of behaviors. And the only way you can outwit the devil, this personality per se, is by changing your mindset, changing your behaviors, healing yourself, and changing your situations. So simple, but so hard to do for some people. Because when you become too ingrained in this personality and you don't know any other way to cohabit with other people in your environment, you will create havoc. You will create imbalance. You will create a devastating situation for everyone, including yourself, even if you are reaping the benefit. Profits over people. When people become too profit hungry, they cut corners. They portray a devilish mentality. When people make you work for so many hours and pay you less, and they know they could pay you more, or can pay you at least closer to what you can manage to live and cohabit and become your greatest versions of yourself in any society, they are portraying a devilish mentality. When you live in a system that constantly takes from you, it's not the system only that is creating the problems. Human beings have to move in the direction that the system has been designed. They have to create laws. They have to have a police force. They have to have the judge, the magistrate, the teachers, the governors, the ministers, the spiritual leaders backing them. I'm telling you, this is what I have observed in my own right, and I can see it every single day. When you portray the devil mentality, it is just you portraying or displaying energies or emotions in a violent, intentional, and lawless way. And it doesn't matter how subtle you do it. You can do it in a very skillful, strategic way, but the effects are still the same. If I stab you with a pencil and chop your hand off, or chop your hand off, I stab you with a pencil, maybe just gave you a little bruise or a scratch, or I chop your right hand off or your left hand off, you're still in pain regardless. It doesn't matter the gravity of the pain. It hurts regardless. If I stab you and leave the knife in or pull it out, it hurts regardless. If I make you become so destitute, no matter how hard you try to make ends meet, you will always fall short. Somebody is benefiting from your demise, from your destitution. I read somewhere, I can't remember where, I read an article somewhere that those who come up with solutions to homelessness, for instance, are the ones who reap the benefit, not those who need homes. Facts. And I don't blame those people who create or come up with solutions, because the government fund them, pay them to help solve a problem, but find out later on that what they created and the funding that they got went towards paying for the employees to help them, pay for the program to continue their solution process, and come to find out later on or down the road that those who needed the help the most got little or no help. Facts. Look at the job market right now. A lot of people are posting jobs that don't even exist. They call them ghost jobs. You think that is not intentional? Come on. They just post the jobs that they don't have just to say that they post the job. You just didn't apply. And I've experienced this, I know. Displaying emotions, energy, violently, intentionally, and lawlessly. Anybody can become this. It doesn't matter the color of your skin, your degrees, your dissertations, your belief systems, your political affiliations, your religious beliefs. It doesn't matter. The only way you can outwit the devil, you have to be truthful. You have to tell yourself the truth. I portray this behavior and I want to change. And the moment you change your mindset, your behaviors will change. You will heal yourself and your situations will change. And those places and spaces that you've made become destitute, hopefully you have the courage to revamp, to reverse, and create more inclusive institutions or situations for those who you have now made destitute become more affluent, humane, or you lift them up in some shape or form. Until then, you will be living a false, imbalanced life, because the universe is orderly. The universe is orderly, not disorderly. And if you are living that kind of life right now, if you're living a devilish life, displaying energies or emotions violently, intentionally, and lawlessly, this message is for you. Look within. Do a diagnostic test. Search your heart space. See if you are the epiphany of what I just described, and find ways to change your mindset first. Because once this is working, everything else will follow or flow. So change your mindset, change your behaviors, go out and heal yourself, and make the world a better place, and situations around you will change. Despite who's in power, despite what's going on in the world, despite all the injustices and things that we have to deal with, the challenges we face every single day, regardless of all of these things, go out and be great, because greatness lives within you. Tap into your greatness today, every single day, because every opportunity is a new day, and every day is a new opportunity to become your greatest versions of yourself. Go out and be great. Until the next one, you outwit the devil by changing your mindset, your behaviors, healing yourself, and changing your situations. Until the next one, beacons of light, just be it your greatest self in this lifetime. Peace and always love. And thank you. Like, share, and subscribe. Comment below. My books links are below in the description. Click on one or two. Read a preview. If you like what you've read, purchase a copy or two and go out and be great. Peace.